good, everyone? I actually recorded this video already, and then I found out that there's, they finally revealed the final card for Enneacrafts, and I haven't read this yet, so you'll get my reaction as I read it. Obviously, I've been playing a lot of Enneacraft, and I think you're gonna see in this video how absolutely broken this deck is. Yeah, I definitely think this is gonna be at least tier 1. If not, I don't think it's gonna be tier 0, but it's gonna be tier 1 for sure. This deck is ridiculous. So let's see what this does. Maybe this is the card we need in order to push it to a whole new level, even though it's already like top tier, right? But it does feel like it's missing like that one thing. It actually does feel like that, right? But the deck is super powerful anyway, right? It's only because like we only have one spell, and it's not like a quick play spell or something. So maybe if this is a quick play, we'll see. I actually haven't even looked at the card. I'm actually looking down as I talk right now. I don't want to spoil myself, but let's get right into this. So I'll like talk about this card and like what it does, and then we'll move on to the actual video which I recorded. So there's gonna be another intro there. So anyways, let's get started here. So Enneacraft Rebirth. I like the name of that. Rebirth sounds like you're gonna be like recycling a lot of stuff. Okay, you can only activate one card with this card. Oh, I actually love that. Okay, so it's not if they negate this, you can just activate another one. So this could be a 3-off. We'll see. Card art looks crazy. So it has two effects. First effect: shuffle any number of Enneacraft monster cards from your hand and or face up field into the deck, then draw cards equal. What the fuck? Yo, what? Wait, what? Nah, there's just no way. It's a normal spell. Okay, so it's not a quick play spell. Okay, that actually changes everything. Alright, I was about to say, like, this is just ridiculous. Like, what the fuck is this card? Okay, it's not a quick play spell. It would have been, like, tier 0 if this was, quick play spell. Shuffle any number of Enneacraft monster cards from your hand and or face up field into the deck, then draw cards equal to the number shuffled. This is very powerful going first. Actually, even going second, this is very powerful because it's shuffling any number of Enneacraft monster cards. So this means it doesn't target, right? So if you activate this, they're not going to know what you're shuffling back. They're going to have to negate this card. And if they negate this, like the activation, you just activate another one. The only issue with this card is it can get ashed. But aside from that, like this card is looking pretty good until now. And shuffles monster cards, right? So if it's in the pendulum scales, you can still shuffle it back because they're monster cards. They're not actual monsters, right? From your hand and or face up field, even hand. Whoa, okay. Actually, hold up. You know why this is crazy? Because if you draw like multiples of the same card and you don't need them because you want to activate your scales to search even more, you can activate this card and then you draw like non-engine, like a Daruma Cannon, Book of Eclipse. And then that can help you out boards that are basically unoutable, right? And it also eats an Ash. But you don't want it to eat an Ash. I think you would rather activate like a Pendulum scale and then activate this. This is going to be the ideal Ash target. Previously, we didn't actually have like an ideal Ash target, but now we do. But this is just searchable. Like we have 4 different level 1s that can search this card. Okay, draw cards equal to the number shuffled. Yeah, I think this first effect is really powerful. We'll have to like try it out in game and see like how broken this is gonna be. Right now, I feel like I can't really tell how insane it can be. I do think it's really good though. Hand or face up field, huh? So like if you like activate Mar, for example, flip everything face down, you activate this card, and then this card like shuffles back all your flipped face up monsters back, and then you draw new cards, and then you can like resummon them. Right? Also, like, clears your field. So in case, like, you can't spin them back with the field spell because you already used the effect, you can use this card. I actually really like this. Like, really like this. Second effect, if your opponent normal or special summons a monster while this card's in your grave, You can banish this card, then activate one of these effects. Special summon one Enneacraft monster from your hand and face down. Change one of your. Oh my god! Okay, okay, okay. That's actually very powerful. That's insane. You know why this is crazy? Because the level ones all have like triggers where like you can negate stuff, and then pop stuff and all of that, and then you have the level nines, who on flip doesn't like do anything, most of them at least, except the Mar. So this card specifically was made for Mar, because if your opponent normal or special summons, you activate this from grave, right? And then Mar is gonna on their turn flip everything face down forever. This was like the only thing that I was actually just yesterday looking for a card that's gonna help me activate Mar on the opponent's turn. And there's literally only Book of Tayo, and it's not even like worth playing, right? This is exactly what we needed. You have to use this turn one, so this can be in your grave, and then you just go crazy. And like I played D Fisher. D Fisher is only for monsters. Only monsters get banished. So this is not gonna get banished. It's gonna go into the grave, and then you can use it. And then you can either special summon or, bro, this is way too powerful. Like this spell right here is insane. Yeah, there's literally just no restrictions. Is this even once per turn? If your opponent, you can. What? It doesn't even say once per turn, right? Does it? It literally doesn't. If your wait, if your opponent normal set with special summons a monster while this card is in your grave, you can banish this card, then activate one of these effects. It doesn't say you can only activate one once per turn, which means if you have multiples of these, you can use both of them. The only thing is like trying to get more than one of these in the grave. I don't think you even need more than one. But if they like negate the activation, then you can just activate another one. And then you have two in grave, and then you can special summon one from hand. And you know, this is super powerful. Like, you'll think, okay, well, you don't even have any monsters to summon. That's not true, because the level ones are going to be searching when they flip face up. Any card from your deck, right? And then the Enneacraft card you search, you can just summon it with this if you need to. Which means if your opponent is like on Mitsurugi Raizeel or something like that, and you know they have a lot of like popping and stuff, and you don't have the popping protection monster established, flip any level 1 face up, and then activate this to summon the protection. And then if they try to like destroy, just flip it face up. That's crazy, bro. That's actually crazy. Okay. I think this deck is just broken. This deck is just ridiculous. And another thing is that I was playing like two of, I think, the targeting protection one. Well, now that we have this card, I can actually cut one because we can like search it and summon it. And then wait, oh my god, I'm actually not even like thinking straight when I'm looking at this card, because I'm thinking about the opponent's turn. You can actually use this on your turn. So you activate this card. This card gets ashed, right? Goes to the grave, and then opponent wants to do something. You have like a, I don't know. You can just activate this from grave if they like go Dracotail, go Canine summon, go Vanquish Soul summon, anything, because they do summon a lot on your turn. You activate this, you flip like Mar face up on your turn, and then like destroy them. But I wouldn't recommend that because Mar already triggers. This is good for summoning something from the hand. If they don't even like give you a window, right? Wow. Just wow, this card is ridiculous. I'm actually thinking like you wanna like start off with this card. Like this is it gets Ash, it doesn't matter. You don't actually care about the shuffling unless you really need it. And then you just like activate this from grave. And then you summon, and then you cook them. This also plays better into Perulia because you're gonna draw a lot of cards. And then if you can draw into the Vanity's Fiend, right? It's actually in the back row right now. You can draw a Vanity's Fiend and normal summon it. And then even if you don't, you can't have that. You can like keep at least like one of your monsters in hand, so you don't give them too many draws. Maybe give them like 2, and then keep the third one in hand, and then you can summon it with this, right? Or you can like set a Mar, and then this is gonna flip him face down forever, and they're not even gonna expect the Mar because they don't know which cards you have. Okay, yeah, I think this is just sealing the deal here. This deck is gonna be tier 1. This is the new, Vanquish Soul, K9, the Tsurugi Raizeel, all of that. The Tsurugi Raizeel does not beat this deck, not even close. I don't even think Malice can beat this deck. Actually, Malice definitely can't beat this deck. Yeah, no, Malice can't beat this deck, actually. Can it? Mar can't flip them face down, but it's gonna negate them, and then they don't target Banish. I guess the Banish is decent, and then we have Destruction Protect. Okay, Malice is like the only deck that has a chance against this deck, I think. But aside from Malice, like nothing else can beat this. Like, what are you gonna do? You need Link monsters to beat this, and Link monsters that don't like target and stuff, because they have MTP. They have these kind of cards. They don't like target, but you can like still negate MTP, right? They activate MTP. You chain Mar, and then you negate and destroy it. And then you also have Leon. So if they chain to your Mar to do something like Banish, you chain Leon, send 3 back to the extra deck. You don't have any more Link monsters. So like, yeah, this is ridiculous. Wow. Okay, I'm really happy with this actually. All right, well, we'll see. I'll actually post another video with this new card after it comes out in the pre-release, and we'll see how broken it is. But for now, I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy the video, and peace out. Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So today, listen, I wasn't planning on making another video on this deck, but this deck is ridiculous. It's actually like, I think it's gonna be at least like tier 1. This deck is so powerful, and I want to show you guys more replays and talk about some more things that I like found out as I was playing the deck more, getting to learn it. I'm not gonna like talk about the deck list because I did in the previous video. The only thing I changed here is I added a 3rd release and got 1 Vanity Speed. And the reason for that is it's not that Vanity Speed is bad, it's just that this helps you play around Duel. And I also forgot to explain that why I'm playing D-Fisher. It's not only to floodgate your opponents. The main reason is actually to turn off Duel on Lockbird. So you activate this before you even set your Pendulum Scales and search. And then you basically activate your Pendulums, you search, they can't Droll on Lockbird, because Droll has to go to the grave. So this card is very powerful in this deck. You have to play it. I did add Book of Eclipse as well. I'm not sure what I replaced, I can't remember. But Book of Eclipse is like game winning for this deck. Again, I was like testing, like taking it out and putting it in. This has to be in. Like these 6 cards right here. These 3 as well. Like I would say these 10 cards at the bottom, you have to play 100%. You can't, cut any of these. Maybe like if you want to cut Daruma, but like what are you gonna play instead of that, right? Like another one-off hand trap. Daruma is better than that. And then like the only thing cuttable in this deck, I would say, is like Corelia maybe. And Vanity's Fiend, if you don't want to play that, you can play that in the side deck. As you can see, like, I'm siding these cards in. But aside from that, like, you don't really have much room, because I guess you can, like, play one of these. But this is very powerful. I would not recommend you to do that. And everything else has to be, like, 3 off, except this 2, 2, 1. I like this ratio at the moment. So you don't really have, like, room for any, like, non-engine, but you don't need non-engine. Engine literally destroys everything. Also, what constitutes a top tier deck, like a tier 1 deck? Doesn't lose to hand traps, is resilient, has a lot of follow-up, like doesn't lose to one specific card, and this is exactly what this deck is, right? And has like a good going first and going second matchup, and this is exactly what this is. Going first, you can set up Vanity's Fiend. You don't even need it. Like, most of the games, I'm not even, like, summoning this, to be honest. That's why I put it at 1. Because your engine itself is enough. I'm not even using the non-engine stuff. It's just fully engine, and they can't even beat that, right? And then if you have this is, like, overkill. Yeah, and this loses to no hand traps. Literally, no one-off hand trap can beat this, except Perulia. But Perulia doesn't win you the duel, right? It gives them draws. which is fine because you can give them draws and then you can summon Vanity's Fiend and then they lose, right? You don't even have to give them that many draws. You can like summon one of these, summon Vanity's Fiend. That's what, 2 draws, and then you have a Floodgate, and then you can set up this as well to give it targeting protection. And then maybe you have like Daruma, you have Book of Eclipse, Fisher. Like they're not gonna out it regardless, right? So Perulia doesn't beat the deck. It just gives them more cards to out, your board, but it doesn't actually like beat us. Droll and Lockbird, if you know how to play around Droll, which I've been learning how to do, this card is not even that good against this deck. Seriously, I'm not even kidding, right? Like, okay, sure, you gotta search. You search to play around Droll, you search like one of these big guys, and then they Droll you. Then you have 4 monsters, maybe even 5 monsters, you summon them, you have 5 interruptions. Ideally, I'd search the field spell if I don't have it. But aside from that, like, I don't have the field spell and I don't really have any monsters, which almost never happens. Then I'd like search one of these. But yeah, like Droll doesn't do anything. Imperm dead. Valor dead. Pualos dead. There's just not a single card that can do anything. Nib is also dead because they can't even nib you. Everything is set, right? Ogre also doesn't do anything. You can even play around Ogre by summoning this early. But I wouldn't recommend it. You don't even need to. Like, sure, they pop this. Just put another one. Put another one. Put another one. Right? It doesn't matter. I'll show you some replays. Like crazy replays against like floodgates and like all types of shit you can think of. We got a mirror match here. I'm just gonna change that to 11 just so you don't like lose them. We already seen that one last time. Okay, so we have a Monarch here. Alright, so we're going first, I think. Yeah, we're going first. Okay, so this hand, this hand is kind of bricky. I'm not gonna lie. This is like the only hand I've ever bricked in. So we have the Ruma Cannon. We already have the field spell, and we put this. So 1 Ash without this. Also, opponent has Droll and Lockbird, right? So let's see what we do here. We get a search. Okay, we search for this. He Drolls us. I'm like, okay. So we spin this back. And then you summon 3 monsters. You always want to summon the Perulia. You don't want it in hand. You just want to bluff the Perulia. It's just better. And also puts up something to protect you from like lethal. Which almost never happens, to be honest. But Daruma Cannon like solos here. Sure, he tributes. It doesn't matter what he tributes, to be honest. We also get follow-up with these when they flip face up. So he activates Engrave. This activates, we get a search, and then we negate something, I think. This is the negate, right? Yep. So we negate him, right? So this is actually, in this specific scenario, this being like on Chainlink 1, the flip effect is actually really good. Because it negates this summon right here, right? So he activates this. He draws so much. He literally draws so much, and he still loses. And he like Drolled us, and he did all of that. I just want you guys to keep a note of this, okay? So he has 5 monsters on the board. I know he doesn't have like this will give him an additional tribute summon. We don't want that. He can't special summon anything else. So we just do Ruma here, and then he passes. We chose to give him this trap because I know that it's not going to do anything. Give him draws, sure. Like draw into another Droll and Lockbird, it's not going to matter. I think does he actually draw into another one here? No, he doesn't. Okay. That's the other game, probably. Okay, look at this, guys. He doesn't have anything, right? But we set up this on our turn. You can literally search it when these like flip face up. You search this for the follow-up turn. So you have an Omni Negate in case they out your board, and then you can still play. Like usually they don't even out your pendulums, but even if they do, like you still have like other stuff because this is gonna search, this is gonna search when they flip face up on the opponent's turn. Like you have a lot of follow-up, and then you have this as well. So if anything gets destroyed, you can just take this, add it back to your hand. So we establish an Omni Negate before we play, and then we get the search. Okay, so I added this to play around Droll because this would be very powerful here. Yep. Add another release. Okay, so the reason I add release in these combos is because, and the reason I made it 3 instead of 2 cards, is because you can like set these as pendulums, search the field spell with 1, and then search this with the other. So you have basically 2 monsters now, and the field spell. And then activate field spell, spin these pendulums back, you activate this, put another like the yellow one, for example, right? And then the yellow one searches one of your level 9s. And then you have a pendulum established. You have 1, 2, and the other one that you searched, right? Then you have 3, and then you have like 2 unknowns, which could be also monsters or just like whatever. But that's like your ideal combo here. You want to do that going first, or just like in general, because this also helps you like get even more follow up in case you do like none of these resolve, which is probably never gonna happen. And then we summon 5. Okay, so we put the reason I put this is because we can out whatever in the battle phase if we need to. So we flip this face up, right? This was summoned last turn, but he never flipped it face up, so I manually flip it face up to gain counters on these. And then this also pops, non-targeting any monster. And I do pop, I think this one, because this one has like, it can like steal your monster. So let's just get rid of that, and then we add it back to the hand, and then we reset it to reset the effect. And then we burn for 18. Okay. Now these can be flipped face up because it was the Roma cannon that flipped them, not the Mar. But it's not gonna matter. So this card is good against Monarchs because it's gonna shuffle back the stuff they need. They do activate a lot from the graveyard. So he activates this to add something, I think. And then we flip this. We shuffle back 3 cards here. And then we chain link block it, add it back to the hand. This for follow-up. And then he draws. He draws so much. He still can't out this. He has Vanity's Fiend here. Okay, he gets super lucky and he hits the right card here, the Mar, because if he didn't hit the Mar, we would just flip everything face down forever, and then he can't do anything, right? He can, like, tribute someone, but it's not gonna do anything. I would have way too much, right? And this right here is the exact reason that I put this in the back row. Okay, so I'm not sure if this was a misplay, him attacking here with this. He probably should have attacked with something else. Not sure how much that matters, because on flip, this is going to destroy one of his monsters. And this actually protects us from lethal. Swings over this, boom, boom, and then end phase, we pop his monster, right? We have 8 counters, boys. 8. And he has no way to out our field spell. So, field spell just kills him now. There is no second turn, bro. Look, he summons Vanity's Fiend, he thinks he's good. 7200 GG. Yo, this is crazy, man. Where is the second game? Look at this. He, I think he goes first here, and then he thinks he's cool, so he puts another Vanity's Fiend. He doesn't know, like, we're playing it, right? We don't care about Vanity's Fiend. Okay, he thinks we have no out to this, so he summons Vanity's Fiend and passes. Look at this, guys. Exactly what I told you, right? You put a level 9, you can search it with like this, but I don't want to play against... sorry, I don't want to play into Droll and Lockbird, so that's why I didn't activate this to search. I did this first to pop him, right? End of battle phase, pop him. Now we can summon, and now we search. We already have the field spell, so we search the Mar, right? And then we activate the... This is exactly why I set this, because I knew he has Droll and Lockbird, because he used it last turn. Last game. So this is gonna flip face up to put counters on these. I don't actually care about like the effect. It's just to put counters, and it does get a search in addition to that, right? So the Droll, we got double value off of Droll here. We got a free search, so it's not gonna matter, right? And the difference is that you can search whatever you want. It doesn't have like I showed you guys. Like I'm playing 2 of these only, and then I'm playing 1 of the other card, that one. So you know, if you like. Show reveal 3, you're not always going to get the one that you want if you're playing these ratios. This guarantees that you get whatever you want, right? Now we have the field, so we spin everything face down, like back to the hand. I don't know why I keep saying face up, face down. The deck is crazy, it keeps like flipping and shit. And now we summon 5. This full combo, right? Full combo, literally. And I'll talk about the interruptions here. Alright, you don't have to kill him, right? Keep that in mind. You don't have to kill him on the following turn. Like, don't worry about that. When you have, like, these established, he's pretty much lost already. So we have Mar. Mar doesn't activate on his turn, but if he attacks into it, it's gonna basically flip everything face down forever. So this is, like, last resort kind of thing. And then we have this to shuffle things from his grave, which is very relevant here, and then adds follow-up. And then if he chains to any of these card effects, Leon is going to spin 3 cards on the field back to the hand, right? Which is super powerful, and then it's going to keep burning him for 900 every time he adds something. And then we have this. This is a negate, and it gives us a search for follow-up. And this is a monster pop. So let's see what happens. We also have Book of Eclipse, just in case. So we have one, two, three, four interruptions here. And then we can flip everything face down. This is a fifth interruption. And then because these all reset, we have 9 interruptions. Double for all of these, right? We don't even need all of that because this says you cannot special summon, right? And then he normal summons this. He wants to activate the effect to tribute summon, and then I just flip it face down because I knew, he's not going to be able to do anything after that, and then he scoops. Monarchs. Wait, how many Monarchs do I have? Oh, okay, that's actually just okay. Now we have this against Yummy. Let's see what happens here. So he's going first, right? Yummy, they say best deck, right? So let's see what he does here. Let's see if it's really the best deck. He has droplets, he has thrusts, and he has full combo. Alright, player. Show us your full combo, mate. So we open Fisher. Fisher is super powerful, even going second, because this is going to turn off Veiler. It's going to turn off, not that Veiler even matters, but it's going to turn off Duel and Lockbird mainly, and then against things like Dracotail especially, it's super relevant, because you have... actually, you know what? I'm just not going to talk about that right now, because there's actually a replay where I show you what I mean. So let's see what we do here. I activate the Pendulum Scale first, right? I'm not sure what happens in this duel, I don't remember. I might have even shown this duel before, I literally don't remember. So he negates the Fisher, because Fisher is really good against them as well, because he doesn't want these getting banished. So we get the search. No Droll and Lockbird. So now because there's no Droll and Lockbird, our Mar is good here. So we searched Mar. He's just going crazy here. Synchro, summon, blah blah blah, draw, sure, whatever. Shuffles that, okay. So now we summon our Mar. So now we've established a Omni Negate. He has Droplet, unfortunately. And then we summon this, activate to search. I'm just waiting for him to activate anything so I can Mar flip everything face down and negate and destroy. So he still doesn't do anything. So that I think we activate this. Oh no, we don't. Okay, we go battle phase and then we activate this to just add back to the hand and then resummon them. So here's what we have, right? I was thinking that surely in the end phase he's gonna activate something. So we have 1 interruption here, 2 interruptions. This is 3 on our turn. 4 and 5. So we these are not very very powerful interruptions. This they rip from the hand, but these together can permanently rip 2 cards from the hand, right? He does have tactics, talents, and thrust, unfortunately. And then we have a monster prop. This is realistically the only real interruption against this deck. I guess this is I'm not gonna sleep on this. This can also be very powerful. We can rip the TTT or something. But yeah, to be fair, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 interruptions plus Daruma, so everything resets. We have 8 interruptions here. Let's see. And the reason this is relevant is because this can flip, banish something from the hand, and then we can flip it back, banish another card, and then we can activate this, shuffle them back, right? So let's see what happens. Draws another thrust, and then we chain this to his monster. He actually droplet. I don't know why he did that. I think he thought that this is gonna shuffle immediately. Put it in the pendulum zone so we keep burning. Activate this, we rip a card from the hand. And then we chain the Daruma Cannon to flip everything face down. And Daruma is what wins us the duel here. Everything resets here. He goes into Yummy Snatchy, sure. And then we activate this to rip a card from the hand. And then he chains this. He actually has... I don't know why he scooped. I don't think he had anything to do, I guess. But we still had a monster pop. We still had another shuffle here, which is going to be actually good here. And then how does he out the Mar, right? He attacks over this. This flips everything face down. He loses. And then we have infinite follow-up here. And then this is game 2, I believe. Guys, look at this. Holy shit. Actually, I don't think this is game 2. I think this is a different guy. It's a different Yummy player. He's playing Tri-Brigade Yummy, which is kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. They also have like the... Where's the spell? The Winged Beast? This one? I think this can summon the Tri-Brigades, right? So let's see what happens. I think he scoops the Vanity. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, sets up an Omni Negate. This doesn't... Like the secondary effect where everything gets banished, it's actually not relevant. It doesn't do anything against us. And like Dark Claw and all these like cards don't do anything against this deck. And by the way, keep in mind, any deck that doesn't care about the graveyard or like the banished, and it's like super consistent and super powerful like this one, this is a meta contender, like a very, very high tier deck. So I'm telling you guys, this deck is gonna be insane when people like start to play it and know how powerful it is. So we activate this, draw 2. Also, draw power in this deck is insane because the more you draw, the more you can like summon like negates going second to out to the opponent's board. Like summon 3 Mars. Mar plus Leon is insane as well. Because you flip Mar, they try to negate it with like Arclight, you chain Leon, spin 3 cards back to the hand. You can also spin your own card, the Mar, so it doesn't get destroyed, and then resummon it. And then you have another negate. Field spell also like adds it back to the hand, so you can resummon it. You can like do that. You don't have to like spin your pendulums with this. You can like summon Mar, activate it, negate, destroy, and then activate the field spell. Immediately spin this back, so you have another negate before you start putting your pendulums. Like there are so many plays you can make with this deck. It's not like just simple. Click card, activate. Alright, so we have Fisher here. So this, I think this is dead, right? This can't be activated, it has to send to the grave. So we turn that off. We activate this search. Oh no, it can still activate. Okay, never mind. This is not cost, right? Dang. Okay, he negates this from the hand, which is really bad. I'm not sure why he did that. I guess he doesn't know it's not once per turn. And then as you can see, like we summon Mar, right? And then we tribute over it for Vanity's Fiend, and now he can't play the game. Everything gets banished, right? All his monsters are getting banished. He can't play the game with this. And then he can't special summon any monsters. And then we have the Ruma Cannon. And then we have Infinite Follow-Up here. And if we want to out this, we can just out it with the Daruma Cannon. Right? I can also tribute over it. I can search something, tribute over it. It doesn't matter. I don't need this. And then he's good. He knows it's over, right? Droll can't be activated because of Fisher. Yeah, it's just game over. This is Dracotail Shadoll, but this is game 2. Oh no, I'm going second. It's not game 2. Yep. This is what I'm talking about here. So he's playing Dracotail Shadoll. So he's gonna floodgate us. He's gonna put up like spins and stuff, and he has Ash and shit. Watch, I'll just destroy his board here. We don't care if he has floodgates or whatever. The only thing with Winda is that you guys remember the play that I talked to you about where you place like a level 9 and then you go battle phase and then you pop the floodgates. This doesn't work on Winda because Winda can't be destroyed by card effects. And then bro just draws the Nibiru. Okay. So yeah, this play doesn't work, so it's a bit annoying and a bit like harder to out. It's not impossible or anything like that, it's just harder to out. As you can see, he chains to us, so he can go immediately into the window. So instead, I changed my mind. Actually, I wasn't changing my mind. I was just summoning Mar anyway. Usually, you want to activate Mar, summon Mar first before you do anything. Don't activate Fisher and then it gets popped, it gets negated. I knew he had the Dragontail Flame because he set it. So you want to go Mar first. So, and then you activate Fisher because Fisher destroys this deck. And then if he activates this in response to your Fisher, you chain, negate, destroy, and then you flip everything face down. So my win con here was Mar. I just need him to activate literally anything, right? Anything. It doesn't matter. Especially this, right? Because this is what's going to help us win the duel. Because when this flips face up, it's going to destroy this, and then it's going to flip everything face down, and now we're no longer locked into one summon, and then we can fully cook, and then he just loses, right? So that's why I established Mara first. You always want to do that. I chain this just so he can activate his flame. He doesn't. He has Ash, and that's really annoying. So you know, it's not it's not the non-engine that wins us the duel here. It's actually the deck itself. Um, but this, okay, so because he lets me put the Fisher, Fisher destroys him here if he like tries to fuse. He already used the Femina, but if he tries to use it like later on, what's gonna happen is that Femina is gonna discard, it's gonna fuse, and then everything gets banished. And then whatever he summons, I can just negate, or I can chain. Where is it? This guy. So this guy says if he targets anything, you can activate this, negate the effect, banish a card from his hand, and then he can't target anything on the field or the grave, right? So that's I think what I'm gonna do here, and then he chains this to me spinning this back. I think, and yeah, we successfully bait him, and then we activate this, boom, flip everything face down, and we can special summon. Now we go Tromeria. We search, get the release. Actually, we didn't use the effect yet. So we flip, just add everything back. He has Nib. Nib is dead, so he scoops. He's like, fuck this, I can't do anything. Yeah, nice Nib, my friend. Nice Ash. Nice board. Nothing matters. We summon this, so if he tries to target us again, this is gonna just destroy him. Also, keep in mind, these can't be flipped face up. Cannot change its battle position because of Mar. So these are permanently flipped. So you permanently disable his board and you floodgate him. Because now he can only summon one monster and then one in the extra zone, right? Look, he goes crazy because he can't do anything. Rahu Dragontail, what are you gonna summon? Nothing triggers, right? Everything is getting banished because of Fisher. So he just uses absolutely everything to spin back my entire field. And that's why I got the Pixie. Because I knew he was gonna do that. Now if he can't chainlink block his Altarion like they usually do. So this activates chainlink 1 to negate it. And then he activates chainlink 2 to target. Chainlink 3, Pixie, negate the effect, banish a card from the hand, and now he can't target anything anymore. And now he scoops. Now it's over. And then we just we can burn him per game as well. And this is gonna destroy a card. Then we have Mar as well. We have another destroy. Everything is getting banished. GG. Let's see this Libromancer guy who has Ash and Joel and Lockbird. Alright, so we already have a field spell. I do summon this first. So this says when your opponent activates a card effect that includes an effect to add, you can banish a card from their hand. It doesn't do much in this case. I just summoned it because you never know what they can have, right? So we go for this, we get a search. Okay, so that's exactly why I search release in this scenario. And just in general, you should do that. Because you can get whatever monster you want without searching if you go for this, and you have the field spell. I'll show you. So we get the Leon, because that's the one I want. You put the field spell, and then field spell spins this back, and now you have this as a monster, right? So you basically got whatever you want. This is basically a search, right? And then we establish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monsters. We have 5 interruptions through Joel and Ash, right? So, like I said, Joel doesn't like auto win against you. You can play around Joel. So this deck is ridiculous. It doesn't lose to anything. I guess it does lose to one thing, and it's like if the opponent's on like board breakers and stuff, and you don't know, it's like blind going first, and you don't have this card to protect it, then he can like clear your entire board, and that's gonna be like devastating. And then the other thing is like Mitsurugi Raizil, if they're able to chainlink block their what's the other one? The one that like destroys all your monsters. If they can chainlink block it and you can't like chain this or like negate it or something, then that's a big issue. Where's the negator? Okay, so the negator doesn't actually work because it flips face up and then it's gonna be chainlink 1, this chainlink 2 to destroy everything. So it doesn't work, unfortunately. So he thinks he's good here. He thinks he's gonna win. We actually don't have like, our interruptions are not like insane. We have 2 hand rips, and then we can return them back. So he doesn't get them back during the end phase. We have Destruction Protection, and then we have Leon. If he chains anything, we spin 3 things back to the hand. So we activate this. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So we activate this to rip a card from the hand. This is gonna search first. So he ashes the search. We chain Leon. Leon flips 3 back to the hand, and he scoops. That's all it takes. We got a rip here, and then he doesn't even have anything else to trigger our other cards. So all I have to do right now is just search, put another pendulum, right? And then search again. Draw doesn't matter here because we went through draw. We put this just in case, and then we flip everything face up. There's gonna be 2 counters for each flip. 2, 4, 6. And then we also just go battle phase, inflict some damage, and then the field spell is gonna do the rest of the damage for us, right? 3k plus 3k, that's 60. I'm not even gonna bother attacking with the small one. And then this is gonna be what, 7200? No, 5400. GG. Crazy. Okay, look at this Melodius Duel. This Melodius Duel is really, really insane. Look at opponent's hand. Double Imperm, Ash Blossom, Droll and Lockbird, and full combo. Do you guys think we can win this? We have 0 board breakers, by the way. 0. It's just full engine. Surely, like, yeah, it's not winnable, right? Like, what am I gonna do? Get drolled, and then I get ashed on my extravagance. And then he has double imperm. Like, how do I win this? Just watch and learn. This deck is crazy. And he draws a Veiler on top of that. So Veiler, Ash, Droll, and double imperm. Bro thinks it's over, right? And he has his full Melodius combo. Which, to be fair, like, Melodius puts up, like, this interruption right here. This is so hard to out. Like, you know, it's gonna spin like, whatever, back to your hand. And it's also vanishes until the end phase, right? So it's super annoying. And if you out it, right, they special summon from deck or extra deck. So let's see how we do it. We have full engine. Alright. So I think we summon the Leon. So the reason I do this is because if he chains to anything, Leon's gonna spin this back, and then spin back his back row as well. Perfect. Okay, so I established these 2. This plays around Imperm because I saw he has 2 sets. So I was like, okay, let's establish something for Imperm. Because if I activate this and I try to search, he activates this. I activate Leon, he chains Imperm, I chain this. Right, to negate it, and then banish something from the hand. I didn't know he has double imperm though. So he activates Droll and Lockbird on my search. I search the field spell, which is the best thing to search. Always search the field spell if you don't have it. And then we set these. I intentionally activate this because I want to bait out this so I can activate Leon. And he actually falls for it. We activate Leon. And then he chains Imperm, which is targeting. And then we go Pixia. Okay. So you're probably wondering, like, why the fuck did he not Imperm? Like, is he dumb? Actually, when this flips face up, immediately the effect is going to be applied where your opponent cannot target cards in the field or grave. Immediately. So he can't, like, chain Imperm to negate this. It's impossible. Right? He can't chain Imperm to negate this. So it's just ridiculously powerful, right? And now he can't target anything. This is going to spin 3 things back. We get double counters on this. We still have this to shuffle things back, which is good against this deck. And then we have a monster pop. He does still, like, get this back to the hand, so we don't add this back. But I don't care about that. This is not, like, I actually want to keep the counters. That's my win con. The only thing is, like, I hate that I had to activate this because, you know, if these were flipped face up already, then I could have activated field spell and then spun these back so I can reactivate them. Anyway, so our win con here is this, burning him. And then this card, making it so that he's floodgated where he can't target anything in his grave or my field or his field. And as you can see, like, all of these target. This targets, this targets, like, all the cards target. This he also has this established where, like, we can't target him or destroy him by battle, but we don't care about this at all, right? That's why this deck is insane. Look, like you can just sit on this, right? Every time he adds a card, we inflict 900 damage. He activates a monster effect from hand. We chain this, we destroy anything. So I think I destroyed this, right? And we get follow-up Mar. You always want to add Mar for follow-up. We put this in the pendulum scale so we can start farming counters. And then we activate this to spin these back, right? Cool. And then he goes into this because he literally has no other play. He can't target anything. And now he has to go battle phase. He has to. He has no other option, right? Otherwise, he can't play the game. So he outs our board. Look at this, guys. We searched the Mar, right? And we also searched release. You'll see why this is great, because I thought he has Droll, and he actually does have Droll. Veiler, another Veiler, what the hell? How did he even get that? Veiler, double Imperm, and Droll, right? And then he has Little Knight, and he goes Beguska. Tell me a single deck, right, that can out this. Double Imperm, Beguska, Little Knight, Droll, Veiler. Tell me a single deck that can out this. Watch. By the way, I don't need Book of Eclipse, right? I just use it because he has like way too much. So he draws us here, right? I kind of knew he has Droll. And that's the reason I have to Eclipse here. What I was going to do is that Field Spell, spin these back, search a level 9, pop his Beguska in the battle phase, and then I can play the game. But because he draws me, I was like, okay, hold up. So you want to draw me, right? You're at 3,500. He already burned you, right? So my win con here is these are 3 counters. This 2,700. If I can get you to flip one more card, I win the duel, right? Simple as that. Because I know like these are not activatable because he didn't activate them last time. So I knew for sure that these were Imperm. I don't know what his hand is, but like Field Spell can't get Ashed, can't get Veiler, can't lose to any hand trap except Ogre, right? And if he chains Ogre, I just chain my Mar. Right? So, like, we flip him face down here. We activate Field Spell, activate Mar for a negate, just in case. And then we go battle phase. So, this is very important. You have to activate this first to flip him face up. We gain the counters. We have 5 counters now. Now we activate the Field Spell, and we burn him per game. Like, tell me this is not the craziest deck ever. This is actually just so crazy. Wow. And then we have a mirror match here. Let's see the mirror. So this is me, I think. Yep, so I'm going first. Alright, we summon this. This is good for like K9 or like, you know, Dragontail. If they do anything like that. You can flip this face up. It's not the second effect, that's good. It's the first one. Because it gives you a search, right? So he ashes. I don't know why you would ever ash that. Literally no benefit whatsoever because like we have so many cards for consistency. We go. This is the turn 1 combo, by the way. You can see like we started off with just these, and now we have all of this. Search this, boom, summon this, activate this, summon, and then we tribute summon for Vanity Speed. Opponent actually gets floodgated out of this, right? They do draw the Daruma, but so here's what he's. I don't know if he knows, but he should go battle phase to pop this, right? But I knew that. That's why you always search Pixie when you have Vanity on the field, so he can't be targeted. So if he tries to make this play, I just flip this face up, negate, banish a card from the hand, and now he can't target anything. He actually. Okay, so he actually. Wait, what happened? Why did he not activate? Am I missing something? He went battle phase, but he didn't activate. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter, because I would have flipped Pixie and then banished something from the hand and then just cooked him. So, let's see what happens here. So he searches and then sets the Daruma Cannon. This is like the first time I summoned Vanity Speed, aside from like the Monarch duel, was it? Or like the other duel. So this gives us follow-up. This is why you go for this, for your turn 1 combo. We get a search, we go Mar, because Mar is crazy. Obviously, we can't summon anything right now, and he can't summon either, because of Vanity. So my win con is just flip everything face up. We have more counters than him. We'll out-counter him, and we're a turn player. So we're going to burn first. Okay, we destroy him. Activate this, search again, and then we flip this face up. We get more counters. We have 4 counters now. And then this is going to... give us even more counters, and then we set this, and then he activates Daruma Cannon. So he wants to activate Daruma So Vanity just doesn't do anything. But if he didn't do Roma here, he would lose because I would do 2400 and then 4 plus 4, 8 counters, 8 times 9 is game, right? And then we flip. Sorry, it's 3 and 3, so it would be 6 counters, right? Plus the damage we do with this, that's game. So that because we flip this, now it's 8 counters. Okay, he destroys it. It doesn't matter because he already lost. And then we are turn players, so we inflict damage first, and we win. I haven't lost a single mirror. As you can see, like there's like 4 mirrors. There's so many mirrors. But yeah, this deck is just ridiculous. Honestly, like I'm having so much fun with this deck. And I think you guys should definitely like play this competitively. This is crazy. But anyways, if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.